news. Nigeria's President-elect TINUBU suspends 71st birthday annual colloquium, opt for national prayers for the country. Governor Yahaya Bello felicitates President-elect Bola TINUBU at 71. Lawmaker LEKE ABEJIDE picks the African Democratic Congress governorship nomination and expression of interest form in KOGI. Politicians of South Asian descent set to lead Scotland, Britain and Ireland with YOUSAF victory. And on sports, Super Eagles revenges defeats beats Guinea-Bissau in return leg. This is the MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the Confluence State of Nigeria. I am Jane Balagbubo. Good day and thanks for joining us. The census all over the world is an important national exercise and citizens do not take it with levity. For the next census, the concerned Egbera group called the E-Greater High Front has organized a day program in Okene tagged Sensitization and Mobilization ahead of the 2023 National Census and Merit Award presentation with the theme Towards Being Counted in Nigerian Census 2023, Dissecting the Egbera Dilemma. The seminar attracted sons and daughters of the land within and across the state. The facilitator, who doubles as the provost, National Defense College, Abuja, Professor Adam Ahmed Okene, said Egberas should seize the 2023 census present as an opportunity to correct the imbalance by strategically planning for the success of the exercise and ensuring that all Anegbera are counted in Egbera land. Our reporter tells us more.
The facilitator of the lecture, Sensitization and Mobilization ahead of 2023 National Census, Professor Adam Ahmed Okene, the Provost of National Defense College, Abuja, said the importance of census cannot be overemphasized. He urged all men and women to come out in Egbera land to be counted, saying the nonchalant attitude towards the last census in Egbera land has not only reduced the growth of the people, but has also reduced the benefit the people supposed to enjoy. He said population size help the government of a country to know the specific number of people living in the country and how the structure of the population can be coordinated. Census also help to determine adults are taxable in order to know the amount of revenue that is expected from that particular sector. It provides the government with enough statistics to know the level of unemployment in the country. Other concerned Egbera indigenes also called on every Egbera man and woman to come out to be counted. They said the number of immigrants in a country can be known or estimated when there is adequate population census in the country and helps to distribute resources accordingly. But if the people are not well captured, then the people will suffer setback.
Even in our communities, we have all this community development. We have women from here and there. We have what we call OPA. Go there, talk to all these people to make sure they are right to be counted.
It's a policy tool for governance, for governments all over the world. It depends on the number of a particular people in the society before the government will think of what policy that could benefit the society. You cannot bring infrastructure to a place that there are no people. So this infrastructure, these hospitals, are places that you are taking to places where people, citizens of that place, can benefit. So we must keep into the government. We must ensure that when we are counted, that is just my advice to people.
The advice to people of Kogi State and particularly the people of Egbera is that, just as I defined what census is, if you don't come out to be counted, to be deliberated and captured for better decision making for the government of the day, then you are shortchanging yourself and shortchanging yourself. So I urge and crave the indulgence of leaders, followers, religious leaders, elders, or youth, vanguards, women, market women, everybody come out and support government for better decision making and better service delivery to all.
A word of recognition were given to Ibira sons and daughters who have used their wealth of experience to touch lives positively. The 2023 National Population and Housing Census will commence in no distant time. A member of the Publicity and Advocacy Committee on the 2023 National Population and Housing Census, Karuba Abare, already confirmed to the people that the exercise will commence on the 3rd of May across the country.
Nigerians across various sectors have called on President Muhammadu Buhari to strive to leave a legacy of a functional system where there is respect for the rule of law as his administration comes to a close. The call was made by delegates from 158 anti-corruption, civil society and non-governmental organizations, faith-based groups, youth and community-based organizations who gathered in Abuja at a one-day national conference. The Dean of Faculty of Arts, Federal University Oye Ekiti, Ekiti State, Professor Wasiu Ademola Ali, and the chairman of Kakol's Debo Adeniro, in a communique which was adopted during the gathering, specifically expressed concern that the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC), under the leadership of Abdurrashid Bawa, had allegedly become cesspool of internal corruption. It was restated at the conference that a convict as Bawa cannot preside over important law enforcement agency like the EFCC that is established to fight corruption. The organizations, while congratulating Nigerians on the outcome of the just concluded various elections, however, faulted the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) for not keeping strictly to the promises made to Nigerians, and also condemned various attempts by some politicians and people of vested interests towards promoting ethnic and religious divisions among Nigerians. They also expressed gross dissatisfaction on the Naira policy of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, that has for the last 3 months crippled the economic activities of the citizens and put Nigerians under unprecedented and untold hardship.
It's unheard of in St. Climb that the Central Bank governor will be contesting to be president. Immediately he sought to become, it is his due right under the law to seek the highest office in the land. But he should have resigned. Because of this partisanship now, it has affected the running of the economy. Because the central bank is key, is central, is the man to the running of the economy of the country. Who has flagrantly disobeyed court order, including the ones convicting him. He has not obeyed up to this moment now. And there are other orders of the Supreme Court, all courts, asking him to do one thing or the other that he has disobeyed. So all this, we are saying, are fundamental to the good running of the administration. If these are not done, we believe that we are just doing roundabout dancing.
The organizations also demanded that states and other tiers of government must set up genuine machinery towards cooperating and consolidating on the efforts of the federal government in tackling the various security challenges presently facing the country. Nigeria's President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu has cancelled the annual colloquium to mark his birthday this year. Tinubu, who turns 71 years on Wednesday, opted for special prayers and a Thanksgiving service. The former Lagos governor, who usually marks his birthday celebrations with a colloquium, in a statement by his media aide, Tunde Rahman, explained that prayers would be held at the central mosques in each of the 5 divisions in Lagos State and other parts of the country. He enjoined Nigerians to offer special prayers for the progress of the nation and as well remember President Muhammadu Buhari, state governors, appointees and would-be members of the incoming administration in their prayers. Governor Yahaya Bello felicitates President-elect Bola Tinubu at 71. The governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, sent his warm felicitations to the President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu on his 71st birthday, while describing him as a great leader with exceptional vision. In a statement signed by the governor, he described Asiwaju Bola Tinubu as a man who is renowned for uncommon wisdom and exemplary leadership, who over the decades has made extraordinary memories and woven his own unique story into the Nigerian narrative. On behalf of the government and good people of Kogi State, he writes to congratulate the Excellency President-elect Ahmed Bola Tinubu on his 71st birthday. According to him, Your Excellency, you have become renowned for uncommon wisdom, remarkable vision, and exemplary leadership, and over the decades you have made extraordinary memories and woven your own unique story into the Nigerian narrative. Bello said, having served as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and as the executive governor of Lagos State with deep legislative and executive experiences, the people are optimistic that his tenure as the next president of Nigeria will usher in new vistas of economic growth, security, and overall good governance for youth and all Nigerians. The governor appreciated the substantial contributions made by the president-elect towards nation building, even as he confesses his great excitement that with the president-elect, they can now look forward to the promise of a renewed hope and future assured. He added that he is optimistic that his tenure will usher in new vistas of economic growth, security, and overall good governance for the youth and all Nigerians. While rejoicing with family members, friends, political and associates of the Jagaban Bogu on these rosy milestones, he prayed that the Almighty continue to keep him in sound health and overall vitality. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, who was born in 1952, turned 71 on Wednesday, 29, 2023. The Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) has promised to continue to consult stakeholders on issues affecting telecommunications services, deployment and development in line with its culture of inclusiveness, collaboration and partnership as outlined in its strategic focus. The Executive Vice Chairman of the Commission, Professor Garba Dambata, represented by NCC Director of Public Affairs Ruben Moka, gave the assurance while receiving a delegation of Food Basket Foundation International (FBFI), led by its Chief Executive Officer Fumi Akinyele, during a courtesy visit to the NCC headquarters in Abuja. He affirmed that the Commission is committed to strengthening its regulation of the telecommunications sector, particularly by providing solid infrastructure and general industry regulations. While commending the Commission's regulatory excellence and highlighting its efforts in assuring the existence of regulations, frameworks, and guidelines to guard the telecoms sector and online civic space, Akinyele expressed concerns about the state of the social media with uncontrolled content. She said the visit to the regulator was to explore areas of collaboration in its program to protect the digital civic space by combating misinformation and disinformation while mitigating risks to the digital civic space to ensure electoral integrity. The kidnappers who abducted 6 ad hoc officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) in Kogi State have demanded for 50 million naira for the release for victims. Following such demand, family members of the victims trooped out in tears, pain and agony to demand for help from the security agencies, state governments, INEC and other spirited individuals for assistance. The victims were said to be returning from Kupa North and South under Lokoja local government area in Kogi State before they were attacked by armed hoodlums. However, the police public relation officer PPRO in Kogi State, SP William Oviaya, had in a statement issued to journalists concerning the incident said 96 persons were rescued by the police, 3 injured while 2 victims were yet to be accounted for. Addressing a press conference on behalf of the kidnapped family victims in Lokoja, an assistant presiding officer, 2 in March 18th, Kogi House of Assembly election, Babalola Oluwatobi Peter, said his sister was part of those who is still held in captivity. Peter faulted the claim from the Nigerian police force that all kidnapped victims have been rescued, explaining that Mohammed, Memunat and Abdurrahman Raji, who are two serving corps members, are still in the hands of the kidnappers. INEC ad hoc staff who are still in captivity, according to Peter, include Oyaniran Atinuke Ruth, Florence Shayo Ajayi, Okparatina and Blessing. Women have been enjoined to acquire skills and remain productive to enable them achieve their dreams and ensure a successful home. Minister Ladi Audu made the call during the Cutting Edge Women's, a program hosted by the Quintessential Jewels at the Rebuilders House Global Ministry. While appreciating Pastor Bina Frederick for the opportunity given to women to benefit from the teachings of the program, Minister Ladi also advised them to overcome timidity, laziness, and also the married women against competing with their husbands. Let's join our reporter Joshua Adinoy for more details.
Reading from the scriptures in Genesis 2:18-23, the preacher described women as helpers, a multiplier not just in giving birth, but as well multiplying all resources. She noted that they are created not to compete with their husbands, but to complete their efforts. Minister Ladi Audu described a cutting-edge woman as an asset, not a liability, a solution to challenges, a prayer warrior, resourceful, and one who adds value to life.
A cutting-edge woman is a woman that is complete, a woman that can balance everything. A cutting-edge woman is a woman that God has deposited everything that she needs inside of her to become what God has destined her to be. See the life of Esther and Deborah in the Bible. Deborah was a prophetess. She was also a wife. She was also a mother. She was also a judge. And she was able to balance everything.
She said, some women die silently because they are married to visionless men, advising single ladies to first find out the vision of a man before going to the altar with him in holy matrimony.
One of the ways to become what God has destined them to be is to learn as a lady, because it's who they are that they take into marriage. So a lot of ladies want to become a cutting-edge woman, but you don't wake up overnight to become a cutting-edge woman. So my advice to them is, now that they are not yet married, now that they are single, they should maximize the opportunity of singlehood and invest into their lives. They have opportunity to study, they have opportunity to build, they have opportunity to do everything.
In an interview with some participants, Blessing Audu and Mercy Onimisi appreciated the ministers of the church for organizing such a program that has impacted their lives positively.
Cutting-edge woman, I learned a lot of things from there. Being a cutting-edge woman, not just an ordinary woman, like for you to be an excellent, for you to go beyond others, like for you to break limits, for you to have the spirit of God.
One of the things that I've learned is that a cutting-edge woman is a woman that is balanced in academics, balanced spiritually, balanced at work, balanced career-wise, in every sphere.
Others, Christiana Yusuf and Joy Solomon, affirmed that the teachings at the event have influenced them to become a better version of themselves.
I find that a woman is a complete woman. A woman has a power, and whatever she does on her knees comes to pass.
I've really learned a lot concerning this topic. As a lady, you have to be different. You have to be exceptional. In everything you do, you should stand out. You have to plan. Let's say as a woman that you're married, you have to plan how you go. If you are going out for a program, then when you're going to come back to make food for your husband, how you take care of your children, bathe them and all that. So there's need for planning.
The program was spiced with drama, talk show, and songs. Joshua Adinoy, reporting for MLC TV.
And now in politics. The member representing Yagba Federal Constituency of Kogi State of the National Assembly, LEKE ABEJIDE, has picked the African Democratic Congress ADC governorship nomination and expression of interest form. Speaking at the ADC National Secretariat in Abuja, the national chairman of ADC, Chief Ralph Oke Nwosu, said the state of Kogi is broken. stressing that the people of the state needed someone like LEKE ABEJIDE to fix it. Raf stated that since LEKE joined ADC, he has brought light and has proven in his constituency to have the needed capacity to lead, hence the need to present him to the people of the confluent state to give him opportunity to serve them. LEKE ABEJIDE is currently the chairman, House of Representatives Committee on Customs and Excise Duties. National leaders of the party alongside thousands of his supporters accompanied him to the party's headquarters amidst jubilation and outpour of encomiums. The Kogi State Election Petition Tribunal has granted the Kogi Central Senatorial candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the February 25th general elections, Barrister Natasha Uduagam, the order to serve the candidates of the All Progressives Congress (APC), Engineer Abubakar Sadiku Ohere, a notice of the petition through substituted means. The tribunal granted the order after the court's belief was reportedly chased away by political thugs. In the order given by the tribunal on Monday, March 27, 2023, and obtained by Tribune, Ohere will now be served all the processes in the suit by substituted means. The order read that leave is granted to the applicants to move the application for substituted outside of the pre-trial session. It pointed that leave also granted to the petitioner's applicant to serve the respondents with the petition and other processes in the petition by substituted means, to wit, by pasting the same on the entrance gate of the second respondent's All Progressive Congress APC headquarters in Lokoja, Kogi State Capital. According to the order, the mode of service when effected shall be deemed as proper and effective service of the petition and other processes on the first respondent. Rivers Governor Nyesom Wike has declared to Senator Iochia Ayu, the embattled national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, that the war with him has just started. The governor's declaration is coming on the heels of the suspension of Ayu by the Executive Committee of the Igorob Ward in Boko, local government area of Benue State. In his reaction to the suspension, Wike told the PDP national chairman that it has now become unthinkable to allow any person who was unable to deliver his political unit, ward, local government or state to the PDP during the last general elections to preside over the party. Wike, during the inauguration of the remodeled community secondary school, Okoronu Odo, in Obio, Akpo local government area of the state, accused Ayu of collecting bribes, and yet the PDP experienced colossal failure in the 2023 presidential and governorship elections in Benue and across the country. He claimed that it was God who hardened Ayu's heart not to resign when the G5 governors and members of Integrity Group demanded for his resignation after the emergence of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar as the PDP presidential candidate. The governors said it would be morally offensive for Ayu to remain as the national chairman of the PDP after the catastrophic defeat of the party under his watch in his unit, ward, local government, state and national, stressing that the suspension of Ayu is the beginning of the fight to save the party. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Malachite TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV. With entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Welcome back.
Now on crime. The publisher of Cross River Watch, Agba has been remanded in prison on the order of a federal high court in Abuja. The Federal Capital Territory Police Command charged the journalist before the court for allegedly defaming one Elizabeth Ayade, the wife of Frank Ayade, a sibling to Cross River State Governor Ben Ayade. Jalingo was arrested in August 2022 after police operatives laid siege to his Lagos residence for allegedly defaming the character of Elizabeth. In the case filed before the Federal High Court in Abuja on December 6 last year, the police claimed that a publication by the journalist against Elizabeth was false and was released to cause her annoyance, ill will, and insult. During court proceedings on Monday, 27 March 2023, Justice Zainab Bagge Abubakar ordered the embattled publisher of Cross River Watch remanded in Kuje prison until Thursday. A Lagos State High Court sitting in the Ikeja area has sentenced to death by hanging a domestic staff, Joseph Ogbu, for killing his employer, Oreoluwa John, and her 89-year-old mother, Adejoke, 2 days after he was employed. Justice Nicole Clay sentenced the condemned domestic staff to death after she found him guilty on a 3-count charge of armed robbery and murder brought against him by the Lagos State government. The state had told the judge that the convict committed the offense on June 19, 2019 by killing Adejoke John by strangulation and stabbing Oreoluwa to death. The prosecution had also informed the court that the convicts, armed with a knife, robbed Adejoke John of a Toyota Camry saloon car, her LG plasma TV, motorway handsets, one Gioni handset, one Nokia phone, one Itel phone, and a power bank. The convict was said to have pleaded not guilty to the charge when he was arraigned on October 22, 2019. But in her judgment on Monday, Justice Nicole Clay held that Ogbu confessed to the crime and found him guilty as charged. Now on foreign news. Another history has taken place as politicians of South Asian descent is set to lead Scotland, Britain, and Ireland with Hamza Yousaf victory. He is now expected to make history by becoming the first non-white head of the Scottish government following his election as leader of the Scottish National Party, SNP, which was recently held. The triumph of the British-born Yousaf, whose family traced their ancestry to Pakistan, is just the latest reflection of how times have changed as people of South Asian descent occupy leadership roles in the British, Scottish, and Irish parliaments. The 37-year-old Yousaf joins British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, a Hindu who secured the role last October and whose Indian parents came to the UK from East Africa in the 1960s. At least 37 people have lost their lives after a fire at a migration center in Mexico's northern border city of Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua State. Authorities in a statement early Tuesday said the fire at the office of National Migration Institute occurred after they picked up about 71 migrants from the city. The cause of the fire or the victims' nationalities have not been released by the authorities. Let's now join Jonah Malik for the sports update.
And on sports update, the Super Eagles of Nigeria has recorded a 1-0 win over Guinea-Bissau in the 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifier at the Estadio 24 de September Stadium. The Super Eagles avenged their first leg defeat to Guinea-Bissau as they downed the Jotas 1-0 in front of their home fans. Moses Simon stepped up in the 30th minute of the game to convert from the spot after right-back Samuel Osai was hacked down after a surging run inside the penalty box of the host. Many Nigerians have reacted to the team's performance, while some expressed satisfaction, others are not satisfied, stating that the boys can play better games. Former board member of the Nigerian Football Federation NFF, Sani Frama, is of the opinion that the Super Eagles can overcome Brazil with the same players that played Guinea-Bissau if the right coach is appointed to manage the array of talent in the team. According to him, the Super Eagles' performance in Guinea-Bissau showed that the team was capable of confronting and beating any team in the world, including Brazil, but it has lacked the technical crew and a good coach to bring out the best in the players. He suggested that local coaches like Sunday Olize and Emmanuel Amunike will handle the team better than the current foreign handler, Pesiro. The House of Assembly member-elect for Okene 1 State Constituency, Suleiman Abdurazak Sariki, in his reaction which he posted on his Facebook page, said the team's performance was fair, expressing optimism that they will perform better in days ahead. Still on sports, Lobi Star Football Club have been fined a total of 2 million naira for infractions of the framework and the rules of the Nigerian Premier Football League (NPFL) following incidents that led to late kickoff of their matchday 10 fixture in Gombe against Doma United. The club's executive vice chairman Dominic Lofar was also issued a stern warning for his role in the disruption of the start of the game. The Interim Management Committee (IMC), in a summary jurisdiction signed by Davidson Owome, the head of operations, also expressed displeasure at the unsporting conduct of fans of the host team, Doma United, during the said fixture. He said some of the match officials have been summoned for in-house administrative procedure with a view to determining their actions on the day before and during the match. Lobi Stars were charged for breaches of Rule B13.26, C1.1 and C9 during her match against Doma United on Sunday, March 26th. And that sports update on MLC TV News, I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thank you, Jonah, for the updates. And over to Joy Dada for the entertainment news.
Comedian and movie producer Ayomaku, popularly known as AY Comedian, has opened up about his long-time beef with his colleague Basketmouth. AY disclosed how Basketmouth used to help him get connected with events when he was just getting started in the comedy business, and how a specific event caused the breakup in an interview with media personality Jude Onwo. As a result of the interview, Basketmouth's previous discussion of the beef has surfaced, and people have been talking about it on social media since they found an old clip of him speaking to Ebuka Obi Uchendu about it. In the now viral video, Basketmouth claimed that AY has ruined their relationship by divulging private information to a third party. Still on entertainment news, top Nollywood actor Mike Ezure has appreciated God for preventing him from becoming permanently blind after he spent 8 hours undergoing surgery to fix his eyes. The talented actor and producer revealed that he had a growth encroaching the pupil of both eyes due to harsh movie production lights, as the doctor advised that he should undergo surgery to prevent permanent damage, and he took the advice. He went on to point out that people who spend a long time looking at their phones and laptop screens are at risk of such danger and advised such people to go for checkup. I am Joy Dada, reporting for MLC TV.
Thank you, Joy, for the entertainment update. And that is the size of our package today. If you like what we do and willing to support us, please click the notification button by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malakai TV. Like and follow our Facebook pages, MLC TV and MLC TV2, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, and Twitter at MLC TV1. For your events, coverage, information, appearances on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Also join Malachi TV online to watch our various weekend programs: Saturdays 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sundays 6 p.m. Women's World, and Mondays 9 a.m. The Opinion. It is Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a peaceful, happier, and a better society together. I am Jane Balagbubu. Good day and thanks for watching.